DCMiketv.com. We're right here with the undefeated 11-0, 8 knockouts, all the way from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. David Dynamite Stevens. Dave, what's going on, brother? How you?
I'm good. Just finished up.
Okay.
Just finished up the workout.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
I haven't talked to you in about, maybe 3 years, right before COVID kicked off. You supposed to come to Virginia.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. How's everything been?
It's good. Working hard, you know what I mean? Feeling in great shape, ready to go put on a show next week.
All right, no doubt. For the viewers that's watching, once I finish this interview right here on this platform, I will put the edited version up on my YouTube channel. So for those who aren't, following me on YouTube or whatever, you guys can follow me on YouTube at DCMiketv. It'll be a red, white, blue logo. You guys can subscribe there to, check out the edited version. Or you can check out my website at DCMiketv.com. The interview will be up there as well. But let's get it started. Undefeated Dynamite David Stevens. You got a big fight coming up January 20th at the Sands, I think Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Bethlehem?
Yeah, they have recently changed the name to Wind Creek Casino now.
Okay, Wind Creek Casino in Bethlehem, PA. You got a big fight coming up. Shobox. You taking on Sean Hemphill, another undefeated guy from your area, correct?
No.
He's from Louisiana. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think Sorry about that.
He might train in New York. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to all that extra stuff.
Sorry, I guess that joke.
Okay. Apologize about that. Big fight coming up. Everybody, it's obviously, everybody has a label, like your trainer is going up, your trainer, Ronnie Shields, is going up against his trainer, I'm not shooting blame, but anyway, enough about the trainer.
Buddy McGirt,
that's what it is. Got a lot on my mind.
Yeah.
Obviously, training camp, I was doing went great for you. You're about, I want to say 9 days out, something like that.
Yeah.
Sean Hemphill, what do you know about him? Is he one of your toughest tests? What do you think about him?
I mean, on paper, he's my toughest test to date, but honestly, aside from like the moment, Shobox and all this being on TV, I'm not looking at him any different than I am any of my other previous opponents. I'm training as hard for him that I did for them, and I'm not planning on going the distance.
No doubt. I just got finished talking to Francis Oren. He said he got it in with you a few times before.
Yeah, we cool. We've had our little we've had our little differences back in the amateur days, but that's my boy. That's what we
got. Yeah. Both of you guys is standout. Both of you guys are standout amateurs, yourself and him. Sean Hemphill, do you believe he's on your level? What do you think of his boxing skills?
I mean, he looks all right. I don't think he's on my level. It's just my job to go and show and demonstrate that he's not. When the time comes, I know the hype is, 2 undefeated guys and 2 legendary trainers, but I think I got the better trainer, and my trainer has the better boxer at the end of the day.
What do you make of that where, a lot of the media try to more so put up the quote-unquote, the top trainers, I guess, as the overhead more than the fighters? Do you make anything of that, or do you think it's more so, the fighter has to get in there and get the job done? Do you believe the trainer makes the fighter, so to speak, or?
I mean, it goes both ways, At the end of the day, the fighter has to go in there and execute what, you worked on in camp. And at the same time, you need a good trainer for certain times, certain situations in that ring. You never know what could happen in your trainer. My trainer makes me feel very comfortable before the fight and even leading up to the fight with the training and I wouldn't say game plan, but what we're gonna do and the things we execute.
Yeah. Is that headache when you're doing interviews and stuff, and a lot of media asks you, "What's the game plan for the fight?"
I mean, I don't like to say game plan, but I feel like it's always the same. Me and my coach, we always got the same thing. Go in there, beat them down.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I don't know. I don't like to say strategy. It's more like I mean, you can say that, but it's same thing for everybody that's in the way.
Right.
no matter who you are.
Right. Hemphill. On paper, he seems to be a toughest test. Looking at tape on Sean, what do you think he posed a threat? And what categories you think he posed a threat, or if any?
It's going to be difficult. I don't even want to say difficult, but he seems like he moves. You know, he could sit there if he wants to. You know, it'll be better for me. But I feel like he looks like he moves around a lot. You know, he might. I mean, I'm expecting whatever, so I don't even want to say, you know, it's a threat or a problem. But it just looks like, you know, he's more of a mover, uses the ring. I mean, he can watch this and switch it up if he wants to. You know, I'm ready for whatever. But,
Yeah.
you know, he uses his legs. He backs up. He doesn't really sit there and, you know, he doesn't look like he'll sit there and take punishment, you know.
Which state you think makes better fighters, Philadelphia or Louisiana?
I'm from Reading, PA. It's like an hour. It's like an hour from Philly, you know, but it's in the same PA, you know. But obviously Philadelphia. I don't really hear much about Louisiana. I mean, I guess you got certain guys, but nah, Philly, PA.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a no-brainer. I don't want to sound biased, you know, but I just think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. A lot of good fighters come out of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Are you headlining this card or are you co-main or?
I'm the main event.
Oh, you okay.
Yeah, I think that's part of the
whole,
you know, 2 undefeated, 2 legendary trainers, you know, like they can sell it.
What does Ronnie think about all that?
Say it again?
What does Ronnie Shields think about all that?
This ain't new to him, you know. This is compared to where he's been, and I'm sure this is nothing, you know. This is just you know what I mean? Yeah, his focus is just getting me ready and, you know, getting me to execute the game plan on what we're working on in the ring and sparring and everything.
Right.
But yeah, this, you know, he's been, like I said, legendary trainer, so he's been up there, you know, way higher than this. So this is nothing. There's all types of things that happened in my previous fights, and I'm just like, Ronnie, this doesn't bother you, and he's just like, you know, nah, this happens all the time. You know, he's an expert, so it's like nothing really.
Yeah. How much feedback have you been getting back from this particular card? A lot of friends, family, media been hitting you up for tickets or interviews and things like that?
Definitely people hit me up for tickets and stuff like that. I appreciate everybody, you know, everybody following me and all my fans back home, and, you know, everybody that just shows love on my social medias. You know, I really do. I don't say it a lot, but I appreciate everybody. You know what I mean? It doesn't go unnoticed.
No doubt. You a terrific pro fighter. You was a terrific amateur. What can the fans expect from you on January 20th against Sean Hemphill?
You'll find out January 20th. But I mean, I guess watch my previous fights and you'll see. You'll know what to expect. You know, I don't want to just go out there and I don't want to just say, you know, oh, we're gonna do this, that, and the third, and have him hear this and try to. I mean, it doesn't matter. You know, he can watch this, watch my previous fights. You know, but fireworks, really, Dynamite. That's what they can expect. Like I said, we're ready to go as many rounds, 8, 10, whatever, but we're not trying to go. You know, you don't get paid for overtime. We're not trying to go the distance.
Do you believe he can take a good shot from you?
He might be able to take one. I don't know. We've never seen him take a shot from me. I'm not those other guys he fought. But if he takes one, he won't take 2, 3, and 4. I promise that. He might be able to take one though. You know, he's a man. He's a fighter at the end of the day. You know, I don't look at him like he's a complete slouch. But you know, I don't know if he'll be able to handle this pressure for 8 rounds.
You guys are going 8 rounds?
Yes.
Okay. Would you have rather for it have been 10?
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, with with it being 10, it's more like 10. Like when I think of it being 10 rounds, it's more like okay, like me rather it being that is more of excitement of almost being 12, like 10 rounders. Like once you're fighting 10 rounders, you're about to be you're getting there. So I mean, I guess yeah, that would have been nice, but it don't matter. This was my second 8-rounder. Who knows? My next fight might be a 10 after this. You never know. I'm looking to open doors and opportunities after this one.
No doubt. So what do you think this win on the 20th? What do you think the win does for you in your career?
I think it elevates me. It introduces me to a bigger platform. TV introduces the world. Oh shit, this kid Dynamite. He might be a problem soon. Maybe not this right this minute. For the top guys, but he might be a problem for any of those guys. Give him some time, but definitely it opens more doors, opportunities, and it's an introduction. Like this is Dynamite, David Stevens. I'm excited.
Right. You are at 47, correct?
Say it again.
You're at 147, correct?
168. Shit.
You moved up? Did you move up?
Move down.
I don't know. I thought you was at 47 a couple years ago. No? I'm
like heavyweight, but now I'm super middleweight.
okay. That's okay. Super. You're about what, 5'10"?
5'11".
Okay. I'm off by a little bit. 168. 168 is a hat division, obviously. It's a lot of fighters nowadays. Sometimes they may be 5-0, 8-0, 10-0, 12-0. They're fighting for belts. Would you want this fight to had been for a belt, an interim belt, a regional belt? And if so or not, how soon would you like to fight for an interim belt or even a regional?
I think it would have been more appropriate to be maybe a regional, if anything. I don't know if this type of fight is for an interim belt, but shit, within the next year and a half, I don't know. It all depends on how everything goes with me progressing in these fights and stuff like that. I want to get some better. I'm interested in fighting not necessarily guys that are on their way out, but like guys with experience, guys that are going to help me get ready for people like David Benavidez and, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not really looking to fight scrubs and all that. I need guys that are going to help me get to the next level. But, yeah.
I think that's one way to do it. I think that's one way to do it, right? Either fight a former world champion or something like that.
Yes, sir, definitely. And there's a lot. I don't want to just go calling guys out, but I watch all these guys, and some of them I feel like I'll be able to really deal with really, really soon. Like Andre, Danny Jacobs. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I need guys like that, or even other guys, just to get me ready for the top guys. No more of these pushovers, And if I turn these guys into pushovers, then just bump me up to the next.
Yeah. What do you think about Demetrius?
Say it again.
Yeah. What do you think about Demetrius Andrade?
I think he's all right. I think I'll be able to give him some work for. I think I could be. He is like they're a miss with him, and I don't know. He puts guys down and stuff like that, but he doesn't finish them, And his last fight wasn't really too impressive. And I'm not Devon Nicholson. It would be completely different with me in there. But I can't say nothing about him. He's a good fighter. He's done a lot. I don't want to say he's over the hill already, but shit, I ain't. I want this move.
You'll fight either one of those guys?
Definitely. Nicholson's easier. That's more of a, that's a challenge. It's a step up for me. Definitely a step up. I haven't really fought nobody, so that would be a step up. But Andre, that's more to prove something. Like really to prove something, like introduction, all that, you know, make some noise. People will start to really hear about my name. He beat Andre. You gotta remember he's undefeated. You know, he has yet to lose, so that's more, that's a difference. But Nicholson, that's more, you know. And I'm not saying, I'm not brushing him off or nothing like that, but that's just, you know, those are two different fights to get you two different places. I'll take either one of them. For, I guess Nicholson first, obviously, but yeah.
How important is money right now? I mean, obviously money is always important. Are you looking to get the bigger money fights now after this after your fight on the 20th?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, you know, that's what we work for. You know, I got a family to feed. You know, I got a girl and daughter back home I got to take care of and stuff like that. But when it comes to fights with the bigger guys, I obviously know at first I won't be getting the higher end. You know, you got to take less. But then once you do what you got to do, and shit changes. You know, you flip the script. But yeah, money's real important. You know, I'm not doing this shit for free. You know, I got a family to feed.
No doubt.
Keep it.
Are you at home right now?
No, I'm in Houston, Texas right now.
Okay.
My hotel. This is where I do my camps. Ronnie, come out here. It's great. They're great. I'm around nothing but pros, and everybody is, you know, just focused, and everybody keeps me, you know, right. You know, my guys. There's no hate, nothing but love over here. You know, everybody shows love. Everybody got their own thing going on, and everybody is pushing everybody to do better. You know, I got a lot of stablemates out here that are constantly pushing me to, you know, push hard so you can show out when it's time to perform.
I'm assuming you're out there with some superstars.
Yeah, I've seen Jamal a few times, Charlo, last camp, and maybe 2 camps before that. I'm sparring David Morrell. He's basically like a sparring partner out here. It's a lot, you know. I seen Jamel. My first time out here, I seen Anthony Joshua. You know, I guess in Ronnie's gym, it's like you can see anybody, honestly. Like, I realized that my first camp out here, like, you can't even get surprised anymore. You'll see anybody.
Yeah. So you say you was getting it in with Dave Morrell a little bit?
Yeah.
He's 168, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. It's great. It's
maybe
great.
In the near future or in the future.
You never know. I mean, Ronnie's had a Cuban and other guys in the same weight class before. I feel like it's just history repeating itself. But it's great getting work with him. You know, he's up there, you know, with the elite 168. He's better than a lot of the top guys for us. So that's I love working with him, and he gets me better, honestly.
No doubt. No doubt. What can you tell the fans that's watching right now that you know, what can you tell them about the card on January 20th? Why should they come to the fight, or why should they tune in on January 20th on Showtime?
You should tune in because, you know, there's a new guy in town, David Dynamite Stevens. It's a bunch of undefeateds, but, you know, your boy is the main event. It's just going to be fireworks, man. I don't want to speak for the other fighters on the card. You know, there's another guy from my city. He's on the card, and he's, you know, he puts in that pain too. But, you know, just tune in. There's a bunch of undefeateds. I'm the main event, and I'm looking to put on a show. I'm really looking to down somebody. You know, all bullshit. Like I said, I don't look at him any. I know he's undefeated and he's on paper the, you know, biggest test, but I don't look at him no different than I did my last opponents. And not that I took them light, but, you know, I take everybody serious, and he's no different from them. He's going.